What's up, guys? This is Daniel from iApologia.com, where science, reason, and Christianity meet. Today I want to talk about a story that's in the news a kid named Hinnant. He was killed by another guy. As you can see in the image here, the guy who killed him, I guess how I understand it, came across the street, shot this little boy, little 5-year-old boy. And I'm not bringing this up because of the obvious difference in skin tone, but rather to bring it up because of the narrative issue. We have this idea in our society where if you fit a certain category, you are discriminated against, you are lower or whatever. You have a lower system, and that you have to somehow fight for this equality and equity. And if you don't fit that stereotype, then you don't get people to fight for you. You don't get defense for you. This situation, the narrative is flipped, and from, like, let's say George Floyd, and I don't think either one was necessarily caused by racism intrinsically. Maybe this case was, maybe it wasn't. It doesn't really matter right now. A little boy died, and same with George Floyd, he died. And both situations, it's bad. We don't like it. It's both more the same level of being a bad situation. Okay, so, but I'm seeing this a very systematic movement here, where we having this, when it's a narrative fail, things just get covered up, but we ignore it. I mean, I'm looking at, let's say, things about, let's say Cortez or the early settlers or Columbus. Each one of those situations, since they were the predominantly white Europeans, they get criticized because they attacked, let's say, the natives, and rightfully so in some situations because they did things that were wrong. However, most of the time when people talk about the natives, whoever they are, whether it's the Tano people, whether it's the Caribs, whether it's the North American Indians, whether it's, the Aztecs, it doesn't matter. We ignore the things that they maybe did wrong and only isolate the things that the white Europeans did wrong. But people are people. People all do wrong things. The Native Americans as a whole, whether it's on the islands, whether it's down Mexico, whether it's North America, did bad things too. They killed other people. They tortured them. They did a lot of bad things as well. It's not necessary to legitimize and say, hey, the white people were not as bad. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying is that we all have done evil. We all have done wrong, and we all have sinned. And we all should be held to the same standard. Now, some people might have received injustices, such as maybe the Native Americans. If someone comes into the land, fair enough. Those are some real concerns that could be addressed. But just because you're Native American, it does not make that as this whitewashed angel, while the Europeans are these evil devils. You just can't make that argument. We know that the Aztecs killed each other, that they had huge sacrifices, killing people. We know that the Carib people did that. They would sacrifice people, kill people, eat them, raise villages of women to rape and to castrate boys. We know that the North American Indians, some tribes, did some pretty evil stuff too. But why do we have to only say one tribe, one type of people that we fluffy, grouping, whatever that is, even though there's multiple tribes and stuff like that, we group them all together and say these people are persecuted, these people are the downtrodden, and some of them all have been, and some of them have been unjustly treated. But again, we ignore the times when maybe someone from a white European background was unjustly treated too, such as, let's say, Columbus's men who were left on the island when Columbus left to go back to Spain. They were all killed off. They wiped off. Ethnic cleansing, if you want to put it that way. Their group was gone. They killed them all. Same with the North American Indians, killed people. We can think about the Aztecs. They were killing people. They were killing some of Cortez's men. So we have this situation where we have this very specific progressive narrative really aimed at anybody from a white European ancestry. And this is just racist to its core. We don't do that. What we need to do is go look at people in general and say, hey, is someone really wrong? Or what are they doing was evil? And let's address that. And then let's praise the things that they did right. If the natives did something right, good job. If the Europeans did something right, good job. If they did something evil, then we should condemn that and not just hold a certain narrative, certain critical justice or critical theory or social justice type of narrative that we see today. Feel free to like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you on board. Share this video with your friends and family. And one thing that I would like you to do is check out my page, iApologia.com. Also check out Facebook, Twitter at iApologia. Check out Liberty Bomb, where I talk a lot about politics, social issues. I'm on MeWe, I'm on USA Life, Parler, and Instagram as well. So definitely check me out. Talk to you later.